Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to AutoGenie. The iconic BMW 5 Series has been with us since the 1970s, and now the new 8th generation BMW 5 Series has arrived, and it has brought along the biggest change in the model's history so far. There will be an all-electric version in the form of the i5. And on top of that, there will also be an M-tuned version called the M60 with more than 600 horsepower. The car's biggest rival has been the Mercedes E-Class, and so far the 5 Series was always on top. In this video, we talk about everything you need to know about this all-new 5 Series and where it stands compared to the recently revealed E-Class, which also got a big update. While some recent BMWs have adopted bold new styling, the latest 5 Series is more in line with the Munich brand's traditional design themes. The new 5 Series and the electric i5 look almost exactly the same on the outside. Both versions have a wide double kidney grille, unlike those on the latest 7 Series, the i4 and iX, which led to a lot of controversies with the BMW fans. The standard 5 Series will feature the conventional looking grille, while the M-tuned version will have an all-black design. And both will have a light-up frame like that on the i7. However, there is no split headlight treatment like we have seen on the 7 Series recently. Now, if you take a look at the side of the car, the flush door handles are pretty cool. I also like the alloy wheel designs, which range from 19 to 21 inches. A dark painted sill and rear bumper hide some of the 5 Series mass at the rear. And unlike the cool new headlight design, the tail lights look rather conventional. The new 5 Series is even bigger than the old one, which wasn't exactly small either. 97mm longer, 32mm wider, and 36mm taller to be precise. The extra 20mm allocated to the wheelbase should allow even more legroom for rear seat occupants as well. However, with a capacity of 520 liters, the boot of the new 5 Series is actually 10 liters less than the old model. The i5 space is reduced further at 490 liters because of the motors and batteries taking up space under the boot floor. And if you really want a bigger boot, then you gotta wait until spring next year for the new 5 Series Touring Estate model, including pure electric i5 Touring versions. Now, which design do you like better? This new 5 Series or the old one? Give them your ratings out of 5 in the comments below. Now let's see what's under the hood of the new 5 Series. There will only be one petrol engine on offer at first, and this turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine on the 520i makes 190 horsepower and 310 Nm of torque. And that's not all. The car is actually a mild hybrid, so it will have a 48-volt electric motor to boost the combined power to 208 horsepower. And an additional 20 Nm will push the final value to 330 Nm of torque on the new 520i. Not to mention the improved fuel economy. The rear-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic gearbox will come as standard, similar to the outgoing 520i. We can expect a full hybrid powertrain on the 5 Series in the early 2024 when the 530e and the 550e come to market. BMW claims that these plug-in hybrid versions will have a pure electric range between 80 and 97 kilometers. For context, the current 530e's range is 60 kilometers. Anyways, it's actually the all-electric i5 that makes this new BMW 5 Series so special. It comes in two different versions. The cheaper of the two is the eDrive 40 with its single electric motor, driving the rear wheels, and has a maximum power of 340 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque. You can get an additional 30 Nm of torque if you engage launch control. The more expensive and much more powerful i5 M60 will get a second electric motor at the front wheels, which adds another 261 horsepower. So that's all-wheel drive and 601 horsepower combined. And this new EV will have an insane 820 Nm of peak torque. The standard 520i will take 7.5 seconds from 0 to 100 km per hour, which is the same as the new Mercedes E-Class with its 2-liter petrol engine. And of course, the EVs are quicker. The i5 eDrive 40 will go from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6 seconds, which is 0.4 seconds faster than the new Mercedes EQE 350, whereas the M60 will take only 3.8 seconds for the same. And both the i5 eDrive 40 and M60 come with the same 81 kWh battery pack, However, the eDrive 40 has more range of up to 583 kilometers on a full charge, and that's 21 kilometers less than what Mercedes claims for the EQE 300. The more powerful M60, however, has a maximum range of only 515 kilometers, but that's 64 more than the 451 kilometers Mercedes claims for the AMG EQE 53 though. The i5 has a peak charging rate of 205 kilowatts, which means it will only take about half an hour to go from 10 to 80% charge with a sufficiently powerful charging point. A very interesting and BMW's first time feature on this new 5 Series is the optional Driving Assistant Professional Pack, which will change lanes for you on a motorway if it detects slow-moving cars ahead. And it does this by monitoring your eyes and then automatically steering the car for you once you have checked at the door mirror for traffic. The system works up to a speed of 137 km per hour, and it will be first released in Canada, Germany, and the USA. On the inside, the new 5 Series looks way more exciting than the old 5 Series in my opinion. For the first time, the 5 Series features a fully vegan interior, even in the entry-level version, with faux leather cold with Jansa used on the seat upholstery, and for the first time in a BMW, a vegan material on the steering wheel. Similar to the 7 Series, it features a huge widescreen infotainment system. It's a double screen layout on the dash. The driver's display continues to be housed in a 12.3-inch screen, but the curved panel now incorporates a larger 14.9-inch infotainment touchscreen. It's neither as big as the massive screen on the new E-Class, nor the front passengers will get their own screen to play with. But you can literally play games on the new 5 Series with its built-in games console. I mean, how cool is that? Now, to mention the ability to stream YouTube videos when you're parked. BMW certainly wants you to be more entertained when you're waiting for that charging to finish. There is also what BMW is calling its interaction bar, a slim backlit control panel that runs across the entire dashboard and merges into the front doors, allowing passengers to adjust the ventilation and seat settings. You can also choose between aluminum and carbon fiber for the dashboard. Then the center console has been cleaned up too with a small toggle gear selector instead of a traditional stick shifter. And there is an all-new shiny crystal knob upgrade available where all the rotary dials are replaced with crystal ones. A panoramic sunroof is available as an option too, which will be another first-time feature for the 5 Series. Like in the new E-Class, there is also a kind of selfie camera which lets you take photos, record videos, and it can also be set to send an alert to your phone if someone breaks into your car, and it can record the footage. There is even more good news on the features front. Unlike BMW's other new cars where even heated seats are only available through a ridiculous monthly subscription system, the new 5 Series will come with heated seats as standard. Now, the starting price for the entry-level 520i is 57,550 euros, and it will be 70,200 euros for the i5 eDrive 40, which is almost the same as the cheapest version of the Mercedes EQE 300. While it's almost 100,000 for the i5 M60, it's still 10,000 euros less than the Mercedes AMG EQE 53. In addition to the E-Class, the new BMW i5 will be up against the Porsche Taycan, Tesla Model S, and the upcoming Audi A6 e-tron, which is due next year. So there you have it, folks. That's everything you need to know about the all-new BMW 5 Series. What do you think about the 8th generation of BMW's most successful business car? Tell us in the comments below, and see you again with another video. Adios.